the date that disabled her for life. Artist Serena Thompson, 35, is entangled in a web of loneliness despite living in the vibrant metropolis of Seattle. Her peaceful afternoons spent by herself are in stark contrast to her cozy art studio, which is brimming with vibrant colors and the smell of oil paints. She is cautious and reserved because her loved ones are far away, as well as because of her past relationships. Amid her inner struggle, Serena makes the decision to give online dating a shot in the hopes of connecting with someone who is more than just the subject of her artwork. On the Harmony Connection app, she stumbles across a profile of a charming guy named Alex Turner that catches her attention. He has a nice smile on his profile, and his interests in art and creativity are similar to Serena's. Serena talks about her friendship with Rachel, her compassionate best friend. Ever optimist, Rachel encourages Serena to take a chance on love. "You're worthy of happiness." She reassures her friend and exhorts her to welcome the unknown. Serena has wounds from her past relationships that are engraved into her heart rather than visible on her flesh. She is cautious because she has been hurt by treachery and heartbreak, but her timid heart overrides her dread of being alone. Serena engages in conversation with Alex and finds a spark between their online exchanges. As their relationship grows stronger, Alex suggests getting together in person. There's a wave of unease as he suggests picking Serena up. Though Rachel's encouragement and her need for connection make Serena's internal bells go up, she decides to trust her gut and let a stranger into her personal space despite her better judgment. On the blind date night, Alex shows up with an old motorcycle that he says he just fixed for the family. The unconventional mode of transportation surprises Serena, who hesitates before choosing to accept the experience. The motorbike explodes into life as she gets on it, taking her into unknown terrain. Dinner is served in a quaint neighborhood restaurant where genuine laughter and lively conversation abound. Serena's early worries disappear as Alex's charisma lulls her into a relaxed state of mind. Serena appears to be enjoying a nice diversion from her usual alone time this evening. But as the evening draws to a close, Alex suggests that they head to a picturesque spot to stargaze after dinner, and the vintage motorcycle fires up once more, bringing them into the night. Seated behind Alex, Serena feels a tinge of unease about her safety, but she ignores it since she is concentrating on the situation, the stranger, and the quiet intersection where the city's bustle fades into night. The old motorcycle, once a source of nostalgia, screeches to a halt. Alex panics, and the world spins on its axis as another car crashes into them, upsetting the tranquil nighttime environment. The situation is disorganized, with distant sounds of rushed footsteps and howling sirens. Seated on the sidewalk, Serena feels a searing pain all through her body. The smell of gasoline is strong in the air, and the rescue vehicle's flashing lights cast an unsettling glow over the wreckage. Serena steals a fleeting glance at Alex, who is hiding his shock and remorse. Their eyes meet in the middle of the chaos, and things that are not spoken hang heavily in the air. Serena's physical pain is nothing compared to the emotional intensity of that moment in the sterile medical environment. With their looks reflecting a tapestry of fear and wrath, Serena's family rallies around her, echoing her own inner suffering. The doctors break the awful news to Serena. She has major injuries and will require a lengthy recovery. Serena sets out to refute the doctor's diagnosis, demonstrating her resolve to overcome the odds. There are instances of physical abuse, all of which highlight Serena's resilience and courage in the face of adversity. Serena's family continues to be there for her as the days stretch into weeks, providing unwavering support during her recuperation. Their conversation demonstrates sheer determination to see Serena rise over this terrible disaster. Through laughter and sorrow, Serena's family becomes the rock that holds her grounded in the hope of a better future. Even though Serena is undergoing rehabilitation and facing challenges, she discovers a dreadful reality that exacerbates her psychological pain. Serena's already delicate world is rocked by the revelation that Alex, the guy who blew into her life like a whirlwind, was not who he claimed to be. Serena feels deceived. Serena's worries are mirrored in Alex's silence, which leaves her with unanswered questions. As Serena and Rachel's vital communication anchor becomes a lifeline, Rachel emerges in the midst of her inner struggle. Their remarks carried a heavy weight of understanding and compassion. Serena finds comfort in the bonds that remained standing after that fateful night as she makes her way through the challenging terrain of physical and mental rehabilitation. Serena's family's muffled comments fill the hospital room as they contemplate filing a potential negligence lawsuit against the hospital. With her loved ones at her side, Serena mulls over the seriousness of her decision. It seems like a never-ending war, but something has to change. I don't know, guys. With an expression of conviction on his face, her brother David comes forward and says, "Serena, we can't let them get away with this. You deserve justice for what happened." Serena shifts the topic to something more intimate, while the legal discussions go on against Alex. There's a lot of tension in the air when Serena reveals his true age. It seems like everything he said was a lie, but I found out he's much older than he said. She admits that tears are shining brightly in her eyes. Rachel sat by Serena's side and gave her a comforting hand squeeze. "It seems unreal that he would do that. What an asshole." To everyone's surprise, Serena acknowledges that she simply wants to move on and put this behind her with no intention of suing him. Though conflicting emotions of support and concern surround Serena's decision to forego taking Alex to court, her perseverance is evident as she travels on her own path to healing. When Serena decides to leave her position as a counselor, her life takes a different course. In a heated conversation with Rachel, Serena shares her ambitions to open a food truck with a heart motif, an idea that piques interest and has promise. Something new, something mine. How would you feel about a food truck with an artistic theme? Serena becomes excited and her eyes light up. "That's amazing. I support you every step of the way as you turn this catastrophe into something wonderful," Rachel said. Serena's conversations with Mark offer emotional support and a sense of connection as she navigates the challenges of being an entrepreneur. "I admire your strength, Serena. You've been through a lot and you're doing fantastic work now," Mark appreciated her. With genuine adoration in her eyes, Serena replies, "Life is full of surprises. I'm learning to appreciate my wound." Serena, surrounded by the vibrant colors of her food truck with an art theme, symbolizing her resilience and the transformational power of life's unexpected turns. From the story, Serena had emotional and psychological trauma. Let's talk about it. What is emotional and psychological trauma? It occurs as a result of extraordinarily stressful events that shatter your sense of security, making you feel helpless in a dangerous world. You may struggle with persistently uncomfortable memories, feelings, and anxiety as a result of psychological trauma. As a result, you could experience numbness, disconnection, and a loss of confidence in other people. Even when there is no physical danger involved, trauma can still arise from any circumstance that makes you feel helpless and alone. Traumatic events sometimes entail threats to one's life or safety. Your subjective emotional experience of an incident determines whether or not it is traumatic, not the actual conditions. If you feel terrified and powerless, you are more likely to experience trauma. What could be the cause of emotional and psychological trauma? One of the causes could be a one-time event like an accident, injuries, or violent attacks, particularly if they occurred unexpectedly. Another cause could be persistent, unrelenting stress, such as that brought on by a life-threatening disease, living in an area plagued by crime, or continually suffering through terrible experiences like abuse, neglect as a kid, or bullying. You may make therapeutic adjustments and go on with your life, regardless of the reason for your trauma and how long ago it occurred. If you find value in the content we provide on this channel, give it a thumbs up, and please leave a comment down below with your thoughts about this video. To get the latest update, kindly hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.